What's good, everybody on YouTube? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Man, if I look really tired, it's because I am tired and I am like 6 cups of coffee down deep for me to record this video. I already started my sketchbook slam challenge and I've been streaming it this entire time on Twitch, and man, was I very overwhelmed. Like I did not think this all the way through. I did not understand how hard it would be to get through 27 pages of just sketching a day. And I am known on to just be a very, very hard worker. If you go to my TikTok channel, you'll see I have a stack of sketchbooks, and I could swear I could just draw all day if I wanted to. I felt like 27 pages, even 30 pages didn't seem like a big deal, but man, was I wrong. Okay? And for one of the reasons why I think I was I totally underestimated this challenge is that I wanted to really practice perspective, right? And learn the basics all over again, It's like fundamentals are like the vegetables of art, with no seasoning. It's tiring, it hurts the brain, and it's really frustrating to get through sometimes because something's not clicking. So I have my stuff planned out for the entire month. So the way I designed this first week, I'm gonna be learning from sketching from the basics. I read through the book, I looked through the table of contents, and then I picked out the chapters I'm gonna read. And it's mostly the stuff in the beginning. I wasn't skipping anything except for anything that has anything to do with color, because I cannot use markers, or I don't even own colored pencils or anything like that, so I couldn't practice color. So my main goal was to understand form, perspective, and shapes. I was going through chapter 2, and the stream was okay. It took me 7 hours, and 7 hours of drawing wasn't that bad. It was very pleasant. Okay, I had a very nice time going over the fundamentals. Well, I wouldn't say it's exactly a nice time going over the fundamentals because it was hard. It was very difficult for me. And if I had to rate the sketching the basics book between the level of difficulty of hardness to understand, I'll say Scott Robinson's at the tippy top. Number 2 will be sketching the basics, and number 1 of the least hardest to understand would be Peter Hahn's Dynamic Bible. But I really wanted to be able to draw geometric shapes and add some more dimension into my art. And this is a repeating pattern that I am starting to soon realize, and I'm hoping for the second week when I'm doing figure drawing, it won't end up this way. All of my streams so far have been between the hours of streaming of 9 and at most 15 hours. The hours come in from reading the chapter, right? Starting the sketchbook challenge late, and then you just have life stuff that happens. You gotta run errands, you got responsibilities. So some days I will come in, sit behind my desk, and it would just be way too late. And then I'm still gonna go through with it. And man, special shout out for everyone that follows my Twitch, the people from TikTok who follow my TikTok page and went to my Twitch account and watched me stream and supported me. You guys have really been helping me stay motivated while I do this. And I'm this entire time, even to day 3, just moving on to understanding planes and how to make your boxes more curved and smoother boxes or rounded edges. It was unbelievably frustrating. Every time I started the Sketchbook Slam Challenge, I'm about to start up Twitch, I'm letting people know I'm streaming, and I'm about to just get down, I'm just about to sit down and have a very difficult time and hate every step of the way there. But what I really liked, the fact was that I'm actually going through the book, because I think this has been the best thing that I've ever done for myself and when it comes to education. Because normally when I'm working, let's say if I'm working a 9 to 5, and I've had the option to read a book and I'll pick an art book, I will only be able to read it and try to digest the information and try to apply it at home. But it's never, I read it in the moment and then try it right after reading it. I think that is the biggest difference when it comes to learning. And it's now blew my mind that whenever anyone's out there trying to learn a tutorial or do anything like that, or just watching these art videos, do the exercise at the same time or even after the video. Try to complete one tutorial a day. And that's how you can like start learning, because the more I started spending my time making the same patterns, the same shapes, the same planes, trying to understand how to draw in perspective, slowly but surely I started to get it. I started clicking. Around day 4, I had like confidence. I felt like I wasn't as stupid as I thought I was. You know, like I always thought that since I couldn't read a Scott Robertson book on how to draw, and some of the concepts in Peter Hahn's Dynamic Bible kind of like escaped me, like I didn't have the drawing ability to sketch these geometric shapes, I'm starting to understand why I'm not being able to like draw these shapes. It's because I have to go all the way back to the basics and rep it out. It's this blunt force, like just trying to get it out the way. So during some of my Twitch streams, I'm like trying to like get through it. I take a little break at one point, make myself something to eat, because you know, if I'm tired, I'm not gonna be able to like draw or focus as much as I want to. But you know, I took a break and I started watching Blue Period. And man, oh man, Blue Period is the best anime, in my opinion, top tier. It beats everything. Like I would debate you to the death. Like if you could, if someone came up to me and said, Naruto's a really good anime, I think that's top tier. I'm like, well, that's not Blue Period though. Blue Period's like top tier. Best thing ever, because there's so much to that it like relates to artists, like is so true. Like the comment of, I don't see myself as talented. And you saying that I'm talented just kind of like washes away all the hard work that I have done to get good at my craft. I think what makes me stand out is the fact that I think about art all the time. My fascination with art is what drives me. Like I want to learn these techniques. I want to like improve, like just to the nitty gritty. Like this is what I am really interested in. And I put a lot of time and effort into honing my craft for my artwork to look this way. So you just calling it talent is kind of like just saying like all my hard work didn't matter. And man, that was bars. I was like, after that, it was like the first episode. Right after that, I was like, top tier, best anime ever, whatever. But when it got later in the night, and the one thing that actually motivated me to keep on going, I think this is the stream where I streamed for like 15 hours. It was the main character from Blue Period. He was a guy who didn't know anything about art, and he found himself liking it and enjoying it, and he wants to produce art that looks amazing and like that have some type of feeling. Main character, he does a still life portrait of all his objects in his room, and he comes to school the next day with 30 of them. Like he did one every day of the month. Like he totally outworked everybody, and you can see the progression as he's going from a guy who didn't know how to draw buildings with like proper perspective to someone that is learning how to render objects, and then he's understanding perspective, which every attempt of his still life drawings. That lit a fire underneath my butt. I wanted to, that just kept me going. I'm like, yes, hard work, because this is something that I'm like super infatuated with. Like I'm telling you, when it comes to my art, like I am so selfish with my time. I don't really hang out with people. I'm mostly in this room. Every time you see me like streaming or whatever, this is my socializing with you guys, but it's through a computer screen. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But day 5, man, it started to finally click. It took a long time for me to start sketching freely and like fearlessly, just to like learn how to create the shapes that other artists create, like whenever they make robots or armor and stuff like that. I studied from TV Choi, and I studied from other art books that I had laying around that had geometric shapes and robots in them. So I trying to understand the shape language. I think what's really holding me back now is like my visual library is not that vast, and I have a friend that can help me out with that. So I'm thinking about doing that for the next Sketchbook Slam Challenge, is increasing the visual library. Next week, I'm gonna start doing figure drawing, and I'm gonna be applying Tony Code videos, methods of learning how to get better at animating and drawing at the same time. So this is gonna be really interesting. So before I start drawing, I'm gonna review the videos every day and then try to take that approach to drawing for these 27 pages. I hope that this doesn't kill me either. I am praying to baby Jesus that I am not gonna spend another 10 to 12 hours online streaming drawing. But man, this has been really cool. I'm really happy that I took this leap into doing this challenge, and I highly recommend it to anyone else that is trying to improve. Like, the amount of mileage that I got out of this past week is insane to me, and my now deeper understanding of perspective, like, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. So for the 2 people that stuck around to the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. And remember to share this with your friends, tell people to sub, like, whatever, comment. If you guys are interested in the Sketchbook Slam Challenge, let me hear about it in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next video. But also, before I go, let me tell you that you are improving because you're looking for the information to help you improve anyway. You're always striving to get better. So don't worry if you don't like your art right now. You will improve over time. And this entire YouTube channel is just me trying to show my friends, show the world that practice makes perfect. And with time, the sky's the limit. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much. Peace.